4, 3, 2.
What's up, guys? Today is Wednesday, March 2nd. Wasn't supposed to do that. Baseball is dead. Maybe we're going to start with office talk, move on to beer of the week like always, go to sports, locks of the week. We're going to start, though, with Nicky Q.
Bro.
Because he has some anxiety.
I am medically diagnosed with anxiety. Traveling is one of my biggest issues with that. And you want to know what pisses me off? I have a flight tomorrow. I'm going to Florida. I'm there a lot. And takeoff is at 6 a.m. Shout out to Eli for driving to the airport at like 4:20 a.m.
What a time.
It's literally when we're leaving. So I'm leaving tomorrow at the ass crack of dawn. And I get an email that says my return flight is canceled.
Solid.
Canceled.
Why would you want to come home?
Turn it up.
I don't. But here's the thing. Direct flights out of the airport here in Allentown to almost anywhere is non-existent.
Where are you going?
Fort Lauderdale.
Loudy.
Love that place.
Loudydale. Yeah, so I had to spend 3 hours trying to find a new fucking flight. I was supposed to come back Sunday, real quick trip, doing a couple work items, hanging out with a friend of mine down there. And now I have to like stretch it there. They have to rearrange their schedule, the whole nine. And I just think that's fucked up, dude. I bought a round trip ticket and they canceled half of the flight.
So why don't you call them and try to get like some bread? This man Eli would be
no.
on the horn, bro. I'm telling you. We got better seats at the John Mayer concert because he wasn't playing fucking games.
Yeah, don't play with me.
I got a full refund already. But how are you going to cancel the second half of a round trip ticket?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. And now I'm over here like, I leave in 12 fucking hours. And here I am.
Yeah, you know what you could try? If you can get a flight to Myrtle flights, Spirit goes to Allentown, they're pretty cheap. You can get like a flight from Myrtle to Allentown for like $60. But you probably can't carry your bags. But just leave them at your parents, whatever.
Yeah, who knows?
Would you guys ever travel full-time for a job, like Monday through Friday?
No.
You're in the air somewhere?
I need cash, bro. I need to make...
Well, yeah, they're going to compensate you for it.
If I was doing that, I think I would do it like short term. Like I would go into it like, I'll do this for like a year, like eat it. If they're giving me like enough money that's worth it, like travel nurses kind of do. Like they take the L for a little bit and stack the bread up and then go back to norm.
But travel nurses, like they stay somewhere for a couple months at a time. If you're doing Monday through Friday traveling, dude.
Yeah, I'm talking about Monday through Friday. You're in a new city like every week. Or
a
couple different cities every week.
Too much.
That's a lot.
I need a $250,000 a year.
$250,000, goddamn.
Bottom fucking line, dude. All
right, come on. All right, relax.
What do you need me for that I need to be traveling every single week?
There's so many jobs.
Seeing the world is cool, though. You know what I mean? Like traveling across the country would be dope.
Yeah, but all that time away kind of sucks.
I mean, if you're like a single person, though, and like you don't have, you know what I mean? You have a small family, you hate your family, it's dope. You're living life. You know what I mean?
So either you're a single person or you hate your family.
You get to
There's
taste
no
the flavors of the country, dude. You know what I mean? Go around, drink all the beers that all the different pockets of the universe has to offer. It ain't the worst. I liked when I got to go to Canada. That was dope.
I'm a homebody, so I gotta get paid for that.
Each his own. Each his own. Understandable.
It's a personal thing.
So do you guys, for people that, aren't working or are still working from home, offices are kind of opening back up. I know mine is soon. Would you want to go back to the office, or are you completely like, I'm only working from home from now on?
Well, I haven't I'm not able to work from home at all anymore, so I'm just
but if you were, I'm just saying.
If I was,
answer the question, Nick. God
honestly, no. I'd rather be in the office. I'm way too environmentally charged, so if I'm in like a work setting, I'm there to work. If I'm at home, I'm there to be home. You know what I mean?
Give me hybrid, because like I need days to do laundry. Like here's how I look at it. Like if I can do like my laundry, like run the dishes, like do those things like during my work hours, like that's not detracting my ability to do my job. It's no different than me going to the bathroom at work. Like give me a day or two a week where I can work from home, kind of keep my stuff together. That way I can really enjoy my off time without like the stress of having to go do extra stuff. I'm going to be a better employee.
Well, for me, I'm not going to lie. It would be sick to have the perfect role for me would be Monday and Friday work from home, especially during football season.
Oh, yeah.
So you get a little toasty on Sundays, not have to worry about going to the office on Mondays, and then skipping out early on Fridays to golf. Sheesh.
Facts.
That sounds like the perfect schedule to me.
I'll tell you what, the thing I miss most about working from home is like I could just pull up to the driving range and grind for a little bit and just be like, word, we're out here with the 8-iron today. And now it's, I work every day. But I will say this. My separation between home and work is way better. Because I feel like when you're working from home sometimes,
especially full time.
Yeah, life can turn into a prison when you're just getting fucked through a computer that's not even real. You know what I mean? And you're just getting stressed over what? So, I miss it, but I'm not mad. I just think everything that's happened over the last 2 years is completely bonkers. And, we live in a simulation.
A metaverse.
Yeah, whatever. It's coming. Yeah, you're going to own nothing. But let me say this. I can promise you this. Karma's real. So remember I was telling you guys about the story about that old head I've been beefing with? And he almost knocked me off the ladder and broke my nugget up. I wish he did, honestly, because I just found out he drove a Mercedes-Benz. So if this guy knocked me off the ladder and I broke something, I would have taken his children, his wife, his car, his house, and probably his life too, because he would have had a heart attack after he lost all his shit. But God prevails, dude. So we are resetting a bunch of stuff at work and grinding. He's mad, walking through, can't get through because we have our stuff on. I'm like, dude, this guy just loves to be an asshole. Well, same day, a truck of drywall is coming around in the parking lot and hits a light. And the light falls down and smashes the fuck out of his windshield and the hood of his Mercedes. And that's that day that he was beefing with me. It was another day now. He's being a dickhead to me again. And I said to him, I was like, yo, I think there's a reason God had that light fall in your car because you're such a dickhead to everybody. Dude, this guy froze up. I thought for sure he was about to go to the other side. He did not think I was going to say that to him. But if you have an enemy out there, and they're just being mean to you for no reason.
Enemy at the office.
Understand that their time's coming. Because I seen it. I seen the good word, yo. I'm telling you.
I love that. Okay, who's got some good sales rejection reasons?
Yo, I had one last week, dude.
Let's hear it.
So, had some people on vacation, so I was selling some cars, man. Used car salesman, scumbag.
Lightning McQueen.
Right?
Nicky Q ripping cigs,
white
selling
gold
cars.
tires. This guy, we put on a cheaper unit, and everyone wants to jump at it because it's cheap. They're always the biggest complainers at the end of the day too. But this guy comes in after 2 or 3 people who are looking at the same fucking unit in the same day, which is kind of unheard of. He goes, he does a test drive, he comes back. I'm like, so what'd you think, right? Oh, I love it. It's super great. It's just exactly what I need, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you want to sit down and talk about some numbers? He goes, yeah, but I'm not going to take it. I was like, why? He goes, I'm too fat for it.
Oh,
turn it up.
That was the response, dude.
Oh, God.
I'm too unhealthy as a human being. I eat triple Big Macs in my spare time, and I can't fit.
Did you hand him a salad?
Dude, I literally just I started cracking up and I had to walk away and I was like, have a good day, dude. And I just went in the fucking back and just fucking lost my shit, dude. Can you imagine not being able to buy something because you're fat?
That's wild. Man. That's you guys watch F is for Family? The guy gets, you gotta watch Bill Burr show. I think Bill Burr is one of the funniest people alive. But one of the characters, he breaks his car door basically, and he can't get out because he's too fat. He's stuck because the steering wheel's on his gut, and he can't shimmy out. Yeah, it's hysterical.
Oh my God. I had a guy, one time I was going through a sales process with my former company, and towards the end, he just ghosted me. I thought everything was going well. It was that typical, you think you have it, slam dunk, home run kind of thing. And all of a sudden, he emails me this. Hasn't called me in weeks. Emails me, I have lost the company's budget on new software at the casino.
Oh,
That's
And I
our
was
kind of
like-
guy, dude.
I was like,
Get him on the pod.
yeah, right. If
Yeah,
you're
right.
listening
I
right
would have been
now,
like, let's win it back,
please
dude.
get
Come
you
on.
on.
Come on,
Yeah,
we
let
got to
me-
hear about
let
that
me
kind
know
of
for some
experience.
picks.
You're
I got
wagering
you.
your company's finances? Christ.
So, I mean, it was probably an excuse, but just to get that email, like in my company laptop, reading those words, I was shocked. I was a little shook. Okay, so we got best way to spend a Friday.
John Mayer,
Boom.
right
Eli
there.
at a
Yeah,
Mayer
in your
concert.
face.
Who would have thought?
In your face.
Out of body experience, dude.
Yo, all right. So real
He
quick.
touched you?
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
about
I've
it.
never been more lit in my life, dude. Like those guitar solos, dude. I might have ejaculated in my pants like 20 times.
Dude, and it was awesome because like I got to be like a cool Karen. Like I don't know if you spell it like that, but like they messed up, bro. I buy like 4 tickets on
I
stuff.
don't think there's ever been a cool Karen.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear
Eli's
me
a cool
out.
Karen, bro. You ready
me
for
out.
Okay,
this?
if you want to paint it that way,
Yo,
let's
we
hear it.
won. We won
Hear
here.
me out. I bought 4
Karens always win.
He won. Dude.
I bought 4 tickets on StubHub, and they sent me 2 in 2 completely different rows, like 3 rows apart. So I spent the whole day at work because
Great way to spend your day at work, too, by the way.
I spent the whole day at work on the phone with StubHub, and eventually, long story short, they ended up upgrading us, bro. We were 3 sections closer, like the equivalent of moving from the baseline on one side of the basketball court, the other side's the stage, all the way to like just towards the corner of the 3. Like it was that significant. And we move up, bro. That opener, Alexander 23, shout out him. I've talked to him. I actually just talked to his drummer this past weekend. Super fucking dope, dude. Like Tyler, Matt, like get it done. Alexander 23, get it done.
Yeah, they kill it, too. Remember when they were going around and, so they're in, Alexander 23 is introing everyone on his band, like, because they're playing, like, one more song they're going to close. So he's like, hey, here are all my friends. And each person that they, the drummer, the guitar player, the bass, and him, when he was giving their names, they all just played a little snippet of their favorite songs, dude.
It was awesome.
It was so fire, bro. Like, I don't remember the drummer, what he played, but I know the guitar player did Back in Black, dude. And it was just like so tough for like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? It's like, "Brr."
It was a great vibe.
That's
And then,
pretty
of
cool.
course, naturally, Mayer comes up. He does what he does, gives everybody in the stadium an out-of-body experience.
And we could see his hands. Like
Yeah.
from where you were like,
Dude,
you're
we were-
watching him solo. Usually, like, imagine you're sitting all the way in the back in the uprights. You got to watch the screen. Like, and most of the time they're putting the screen on their face. For guitar players like Eli and our buddy Troy was there. We all play guitar. So, like, to be able to see their hands in person right there is like, dude, it's it's just wild to just watch him
It was
be
sick.
wild and on the board
It was,
all over
it was
the
to
place.
the point where I was like watching them set up the gear and was like, yo, like he's on his way. Like there's this 2 rock, bro. There's the Dumble. Like, while I was sick. And to that, Frank, I see your finger's been on the pin for quite some time.
Cheers.
There we go. I was going to say, I'm sure you drank a lot of these
Oh,
there.
we did, dude. I had so many beers.
Oh, beers.
Ash
Just
and I
like
got there
this one.
early. We were drinking in the Xfinity Live, dude. They had a John Mayer trivia. It was so fun.
I
We
would've
came
won.
fourth.
I would have
So
won.
what we got here is I walked in, immediately saw this, and it has the what is this cereal called, guys? I'm blanking. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There we go. Boom. It had that on the can, so I just said fuck it, and we're tasting it. So it's called Touch O Crunch by Artisanal Brew Works from Saratoga Springs, New York. It's a red ale with spices and natural flavors. It's not really my thing. I don't think it's that good, but
Concur. Not with more crunch though.
They got milk in this?
It tastes like
it
it.
does even. I mean, you could definitely taste the cinnamon part of it, but the red ale, not really it for me.
Yeah, no, it's way too cinnamony. This would be good. Like, it's March 2nd. This would be good if it was like December 3rd and it was cold.
Yeah,
was
I can see
outside.
that. So I'll start real quick. I'm gonna go a 5.1.
Okay.
Nicky Q, you're up.
Being a lactose intolerant
Oh my God, you would be.
and a woke one.
Lactate, bro.
4.4, dude. It's just it's a little too creamy for me.
It's got like a thickness to it almost.
Yeah, it's 7.4% ABV, so
That's a lot.
Ooh,
Yeah,
thank
she's
you, Jarrid. I
hefty.
missed that.
I swear it contains milk sugar. Yeah, there's some
Goodbye, Nick.
there's some type
Bro, I'm going to poop my pants in 35 minutes, so that's when we got to wrap up.
I actually fixed the toilet this morning, so use the one upstairs.
Perfect.
But yeah, no. I'll give it like a
Yeah, this ain't
like
it.
a 5, I guess.
I'm giving this a 2.8. I fucking hate this beer. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not good.
But the can's kind of cool. So the 2.8 points it gets is because whatever artist put their time in to make this can look cool. Good job, yo.
I hate how much they hammer in the word crunch on the front of a drink.
Yeah, and then 2 crunches.
Yeah, like
Even more crunch, though.
Toucho crunch with even more crunch.
That's what bothers me. How can you add more crunch to a liquid?
That's like when Tyler yelled at us the other morning on Sunday. We were seasoning our Bloody Marys. He's like, I will never season a drink.
Oh, man.
Bro,
That's
what?
gross.
So
Okay.
you're telling me you ain't going to go to like OCMD though and get the shrimp and the crab and the bacon in there with the Old Bay? Fuck out of here.
Nope.
He don't know.
Put a slider in my Bloody Mary and let's get on with this Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, Jarrid, story time.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right. So obviously we're going through a hard time drinking this beer. And sometimes life turns into crunch time, like for real, man. Like when you're pouring your heart and your soul into something
Zingers.
and like you don't have a chance to fail. Like it needs to be a win. So I know it's been a rough couple of weeks for the three of you guys. And my heart's with you. And I know that a lot of people that are listening right now, life continuously seems to get harder. So I'm going to share a story from my life of a time that shit was not going too well for me, in hopes that it might inspire people just to hold on to something or believe in themselves and, achieve that goal that they're looking for. So 6 years ago, 2016 in December, I lost my grandfather, and it was the first time I've ever dealt with grief in my life. Like I've lost my dog and my great-grandparents, but I didn't really understand death yet, and I really was through the ringer with my grandfather. He was there every step of the way for me in my baseball career. Like he used to play catch with me all the time and take me to games, and he never missed a game. And the most valuable lesson I ever learned from him is that you can water down a thank you. And basically what that means is it's really nice to like say nice things to people, but don't do it all the time. Make it valuable, right? Like don't inflate it. Because if you do it like once or twice out of the year, it's going to mean more to that person. And this was a crazy spiritual connection I've never felt before in my life or have ever witnessed. And it's honestly a sign to me that God is real. So 2016, it's the week before finals. My grandfather died. I didn't know anything about it. I'm coming home from working out with my boy Tom, one of my teammates. And my dad is standing there in the hallway with one of my good friends, Greg Martino, who's a family friend. And like 8 of my teammates are in the hallway to help me pack up all my stuff and take it home. Cause like I wasn't doing finals. I just got a pass on all my finals. And I went home just to, funeral, all this stuff. But like that moment right there, it was, I didn't know what to think. I didn't feel anything, but like I felt so much love for those guys, like being there for me and like understanding. So I lived very frugally that winter, like just training because, again, he was like huge sports influence in my life and like I just wanted to be better. So like I skipped out hanging out with friends. I think the only time I drank that whole winter was Christmas and Uncle Joe's with Eli. We had a couple drinks, but gotta cheers up for Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So when this episode airs on this Friday is the 6-year anniversary of my first start in college. And you guys probably don't know this. I only pitched 1 in the 3rd innings in high school. I got to pitch in a conference playoff game, and I had 2 starts at the collegiate level. Only was good enough for 1.3 in high school, though. So, like, I was grinding, man. I was running with Maddie, D1 runner. I was been working out with her. Like, I was lifting. I was getting in shape, not drinking, doing everything right. And we're on spring break. And actually, it was this day, 6 years ago. My best friend growing up, Tristan, we were neighbors, lived across the street. He came to see us play, hopefully in hopes to see me play in North Carolina. But it was the day I found out that I was going to get my first college start. And he was like there to share that moment with me, which was like really cool. But the craziest part is that my first college start was against my uncle's alma mater, and he played basketball, was 1,000-point scorer, and all my life, man, I've always, like, everyone in the family was like, he was the high standard, and it was a lot to live up to. But like going through all of that grief and then like working towards something, because that's all I had, right? Like the only way I can get through that issue was continuing to push towards my goal. And it was the best game I threw in my college career. I struck out 6 guys in 3 innings. So, and my uncle, it was his dad too. So he's going through it. And I just want to say to anyone out there that's having a hard time, or if you guys are going through something, if you have a goal or if you have a mission or an objective, just pour your grief into it, man, because you are going to see God work in the craziest way you've never seen him work before. And for me, it was that situation, because it's like, how did that happen? So bad that I want to go up to my coach and just ask for that start. You know what I mean? But like, what kind of teammate does that? To be like, yo, can we do this? Because this is for me. So I let it play out naturally, and I got exactly what I hoped for. And it was the best game I threw in my 4 years of college. I got the box score up right now. I can still see it. 3 Ks just to start the game, dude. Just pop, 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 pop. Dude, 3 innings, man. And like, it was wild, dude. And I've never seen anything like that, because he knew I needed it. You know what I mean? He knew I needed that to like get me over the hump and get me through life. So I just want to encourage anyone, you know, I know we got listeners in Europe, so you guys are going through the ringer. Just keep pushing. Good things are on the other side, always.
There is a lot of beauty in pain.
There is.
And as long as you push through, you know, everyone in this room, sorry to go on a downward note, but we've all dealt with a lot of loss in a very, very short amount of time, and, you know, push through, because there's a plan, and it'll happen. As long as you stay consistent, you'll get there.
Keep working.
Thank you, Jarrid, for sharing that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
I know that was very heartfelt.
You know what's going to help with that? If you hit this 16-1 college baseball future you got, I know you want to talk about.
No doubt.
It's like 16 payouts for what you put in.
And even before we get into that, though, like, look at that's a good one.
Quick math.
Look at the pod, guys. I mean, we started this 30 episodes ago with a dream in a bayou throwing a fish out, and we have 10,000 listeners now. So, you know, to everyone that is listening, like, seriously, keep doing it. And I think, like what Frank just said, that message lines up with NC State, because they got their chances to win the College World Series ripped away from them because of COVID. Remember, they had 16 guys out, and they ran out all their freshmen during COVID. The NCAA was just like, you guys are going to be good and win a championship? We're going to not let you for no reason. We're not going to postpone the games. We're not going to make any accommodations. We are just going to take your hopes and dreams. Well, guess what? Now they are back, 16-1. And I'm going to say this so people understand. The teams that win in Omaha, they hit doubles, they hit triples, they play timely defense, they smash the gaps, and they close the gaps. Baseball fans will understand.
Love that.
Tommy White right now.
Tommy Tanks.
Dude, this guy only hits home runs to right center field and center field, which means he's a gap hitter, because he's trying to push that right center field gap. Their pitching's there. This guy's, dude, he's 18 years old, and he's got 10 home runs in 9 games. Like, what? Google him. He looks like he's 45.
Man, probably looks like a cold cut.
Bombs.
Got a sick flow with the stash going.
I mean, it might be a square bet, but like, if you need a team to pull for, or a team that's been through the ringer, or a team that's coming to light, it's NC State plus 16-1, because they literally got everything they worked for ripped away from them for no reason, and they're fucking back, dude. So see me late June when they're holding the NCAA Division I trophy in Omaha.
Thank God for college baseball, because as I said earlier, MLB is presumably dead.
Oh, Robert Manfred?
He hates baseball.
That guy, the dude cheesing, right? Cheese.
I hate that
I'm
guy.
an Italian, and that cheese made
So
me
much.
angry, bro.
There was a reason he got booed when the Dodgers won the World Series. I mean, there was only like 3,000 people there, and you could still hear the boos.
Dude, I wish I was there to boo him when he was born.
Bro, I would throw a tomato at his ass.
I don't think any fan likes him at
Tomato.
all.
Tomato.
I mean, everyone's looking at it now as the greedy owners and Rob taking away baseball from the fans. I mean, they just suck. They can't really. How could you not just figure it out? America's pastime. They had such a head start, and now it's going to be, you know, in the rear view. I mean, baseball, like they really, the owners and Rob Manfred think baseball is so much more than it is, but they're going to not have a season, and baseball will seriously be forgotten by a lot of people, which is sad and it sucks, but that's the truth.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jeter.
I love how Jeets just dipped.
Dude,
He's like,
he's
you
not
know
playing.
what?
Dude, he's a straight shooter. He doesn't play games.
He pieced out. He was CEO of the Marlins, and he recently resigned. So I looked up some statistics here. The Marlins compiled a record of 218 to 327 over the 4 seasons with Jeter as the CEO. Their best year was during the COVID year, where they finished in second place in the NL East and made the playoffs for the first time since 2003.
That was when they beat the Yankees in the World Series, dude.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Josh Beckett, bro.
Honestly, you kind of got to, you know, R2 pecked how Jeter just dipped the way he did. I mean, his headline got kind of swept under the rug. No one's going to remember that he left because baseball canceled and he's just done with it. I mean, why not? If you're Jeter, why have to deal with that?
What more do you have to work towards? You know what I mean? You're a top 10 baseball player of all time.
With a great dating lineup.
Yeah, oh my God.
Smoke show of life.
Yeah, what, Alba at shortstop, dude? Get out of here.
Yeah, oh my God. Let's not even get into that.
Yeah, so that sucks. I will get into the Arnold Palmer Invitational
at
at
least
Bay
we got
Hill.
golf. Golf's off and coming, baby, dude. They're going to take over now.
I feel like I feel like this whole season so far, there's been great Sundays every single time.
I'll tell you what, I played baseball for 18 years of my life, and I got to a point where I was playing men's league last year, and it was like, I'd rather be golfing.
Hell yeah.
And
You got any golf
some
bets going
sweaties.
on, guy?
Dude, this weekend is interesting. I always just think about the Shembo going over the river, and then the fact that I could beat John Daly on a hole because he shot an 18 once on that same hole. So it's like I just played safe and fucking don't go around the river.
You can
putt the rest of the way, and I'm
putt from the
Gucci.
box.
Yeah, facts. But not much, man.
I only have 3 outrights.
Think I'm gonna like Sanjay probably, maybe sprinkle a little on him. Adam Scott, if Adam Scott can putt, dude, look out. So I got him, Sanjay, and you know I got to ride Hideki. So those are the 3 guys. Usually I play 5 guys, but you know, inflation. So we're just gonna run 3 this week.
Yeah, my 3 outrights. I have a couple head-to-heads coming in the locks of the week, but my 3 outrights are Mark Leishman 35-1, Sungjae M 29-1, and Lonto Griffin 80-1. And yeah, that's the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill. Pretty pumped for just another great weekend of golf and another beautiful course.
Frank's got his Arnold Palmer hat on.
I do. Shout out the Invitational this weekend.
Absolute sex icon over here.
Yeah, there you go. Moving on to the State of the Union.
Poor Eli.
Of Eli's LeBron James Lakers.
All right, look. This is how it's going to go. We're going to talk about this. All right, the Lakers. You would almost argue that they're playing a different sport. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. I see holes bigger than our economy right now when I watch them on defense. They can't get on the same page. Anthony Davis is a hair older than me, and he moves like he's 75 years old and just got hit by a car. LeBron James should not be the best physically built human being. Dude, he's 37 years old. How are you 37 years old and you have the best physique on the team? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And, like, don't get me wrong, you know, we all love, like, oh, we got Melo, like, you know, we're bringing it back, we're doing this, we're doing that. Look, at the end of the day, this team is 27-34. They're in ninth in the Western Conference. But never forget that we got LeBron James, right? And we always got to bring it back to LeBron James. Yeah, you roll your head, Ralph. I don't care. You're a Giants fan. Fix that O-line before you start coming at me. LeBron James said, until you bury me 12 feet under, I got a chance.
He did also say keep that same energy at the beginning of the season.
He did.
And now they're 27-34. So should we keep that same energy
26
now?
and 35 against the spread, in case anyone's counting.
Look. This is what we're going to talk about. Right here. LeBron is the best basketball player of all time. Get all those other arguments out of my face. LeBron is the best basketball player of all time. LeBron is the only person, and I'm not even giving his team credit. I'm giving him credit.
Well,
Obviously, Kyrie
he put
helped.
the team together.
He's the only person. I'll give Kyrie, the assist. Shout out my boy. He came and play at home. And
Right. Oh my
3-1, 3-1, and they came back against arguably the best team of all time. So if I can see him go 3-1 against the best team all time, did they get blasted by the Nuggets? Yeah. Is watching them almost as painful as doing your taxes when you're losing money? Yeah. Is it like painting a wall and then someone comes in and puts their hand on it and you got to fix it? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's LeBron. And until that man is on paper, kicked out of the playoffs, he's still in it. And there's just no argument against that.
You know what I think I see, though, when I look at the Lakers? Because, like, if you're a fan of sports and you see all the big names they're signing, like, there's no... On paper, you're like, holy fuck, this is sick. Like, Russ Westbrook, Melo, Bron,
There's
Davis.
a reason I ain't bring him
But you
up.
know what? Yeah, here's the thing, though. Is that those guys don't work well with LeBron. You gotta have to
no
trade
one works
draft
well with LeBron.
Cap.
Not true.
That's very true.
It's cap.
Every team that's won a championship works well with LeBron because they complement his playing
There
style.
are leaders
And
and
those-
sheep, bro. Leaders and sheep.
As
and
and he's a leader, and you have to be able to understand as an owner, as a GM, and as a coach what sheep are going to taste the best working under LeBron, and that's who you need on your team.
Well, LeBron is the GM.
Yeah, you also
He
have to
put that team
understand
together himself.
as an owner and GM.
Well,
you
that's
have
what happens as a GM when you let a player run the show. All right, Pete Rose
he is
does
the
it.
GM though.
Pete Rose does it, and guess what? He gets banned from baseball.
That's
so
not
you better
why,
watch where
that's,
you're going.
That's not why Pete Rose got banned from baseball. But
Because
you
he was
can
gambling on it.
Yeah, okay, that's
but
totally
that's
not
my point.
the
You
same
can't let
thing.
these players wild out.
That's not the
You got to
same.
put your foot down at some point.
Bad take, terrible take. At the end of the day, it's LeBron James.
not the GOAT.
Is he going to make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay. I could see, you know what? I could actually see him beating the Clippers in the play-in tournament.
He's straight up going to jump everybody in the locker room if they don't.
You guys want to know the best teams to fade right now in the NBA? Because I got a whole slew of numbers for you.
Yeah, let's hit him. Hit him
All
real
right,
quick.
so the worst teams against the spread in the NBA. So if you just are a degenerate like the four of us and you want to dump and win some money, the Nets, God, the Nets. 24-38-1 ATS at home. That's a 38% cover rate. The Rockets 24-36-1, Wizards 24-35-12, Trailblazers 25-36-0, the Knicks. The Lakers are worse than the Knicks. The Knicks 26-35. Actually, they're tied, and then the Lakers 26-35. But the ATS plus minus percentage to the Knicks are minus 2.4. I don't really understand that. But those are from BSN. Shout out Mitch and Paul. Love when you guys bring that up. Had to screenshot that today when I was listening. Eli snoozing because he's mad.
I am mad.
But hey, if you want to bet on some hoops, just fade those teams. Just fade them because you're going to win. You're going
If
to
you
do
fade
well.
LeBron when the playoffs come, then you don't understand basketball.
Oh, we got to save that clip just in case.
Yeah.
Save it.
They're gonna
Put
make
it
the
on my
playoffs?
gravestone.
They're going to make the playoffs?
Put it on my gravestone.
Okay, we have to
Photo.
talk about the most electrifying player in the NBA right now, John Morant. How sick has he
Bro,
been?
ever since he came out of Murray State, dude,
Oh
when you
my
would watch him
God.
play there, it was unbelievable. And like, I was so excited to see him get to the NBA because obviously you knew he was special. That man glides on the court. He doesn't even dribble and run, dude. I swear to God, he glides on the court. He just looks like he is basketball.
I love seeing mid-level D1 players come in and absolutely fucking splash at the pro. Like CJ McCollum. You know what I mean? Like these dudes that come in, never heard of them before,
Yeah,
and
not
then they're
highly
absolute
recruited.
legends. Like,
Hell yeah. I mean, that dunk on, I can't even pronounce this guy's name, Jacob Piotr, whatever.
Poster boy.
That dunk he had on him was like the sickest dunk I've ever seen. I mean, it was insane. And then in that same game, you have, who was it? Steve, what's his
Jeremy
name?
Lin.
No, Steve Adams, that full court pass where John Morant just kind of like, he didn't even shoot the ball. He just kind of like,
Taps it.
it was like a volleyball, like hit, tapped it and in at the buzzer. Like that was sick. That was the same game. But you guys remember Zion? That's
Who?
kind of crazy, right?
They,
It's crazy.
Nuts.
It's insane because Zion's year at Duke, that was must watch TV.
they were comparing him to LeBron.
That's the issue with like the media, and obviously in anywhere, but we're talking sports. these people are so quick to crown motherfuckers that are just done nothing at the pro level yet. It's like, yeah, all right, we see potential, but it's like, look at Bo Jackson. You know what I mean? Oh, everyone, he's totally different. But you know what I'm saying? Your shit can be ended by an injury so fast. Hell, look at Carson Wentz, dude. Everyone thought this guy was going to be awesome. Gets hurt, nothing. Zion's been battling injuries, but... absolute bust of a draft pick at this point.
He's on that James Harden diet, bro.
Well, the thing is, James Harden sheds the weight when he gets traded. Zion.
They're also completely different playing styles as well.
They absolutely roasted him at Mardi Gras. Did you guys see the parade floats and everything?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Someone's looking like a bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah, just a huge person, like eating all the fried food and sweets there could be. Moving on to our last thing of the week, though, how we always finish the show. Locks of the week. Okay, so I'm 2-4-1. I finally got a push after like 3 straight losses. I mean, I'm over here giving out 60-1 winners, the biggest cash on our podcast so far, but I can't hit a lock of the week. I'm pulling a Jarrid, though. The quest starts
Send it
to 500 right now. I'm gonna read off everything. Pacers Magic over 232 points. Tweeted that out already. Sung J M -150 over Keegan Bradley. Sung J M -165 over Sepp Straka. Love fading the guy who just won a tournament last weekend. Sung J M top 20 +120. Paul Casey -115 over Terrell Hatton. Boom. Those are all my locks.
I love to see when Frank's on a golfer. I'd love to see that shit. Get him, Frank. Get him.
What about this last note you got here on an over?
He already called it.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said.
Dude,
yeah.
Nick's dyslexic.
Rapid fire. I couldn't even pay attention.
Yeah. He's got eye issues.
Okay, last week or the week prior, I practiced abstinence, and I did very well. But now I'm back at it. I don't know if other sports books really have stuff like this. I mainly use Barstool just because I like their interface the most. But for round 1, I have Rory to beat Adam Scott overall score. So that's -148. I'm going to take that. I'm 2-4 right now. And now that we're in March, the pocket, Italy versus North Macedonia and Portugal versus Turkey.
Is it coming this? It's coming this month?
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. Wow. 2.5 weeks from now. So coming in. Hit that. That shit's been sitting in my fucking tickets for so long,
in your pocket.
Dude, you know how many times I've watched those pants?
Wait. If that doesn't win, what do we get to do, Nick?
I don't know.
He has to drink a whole beer of that beer we tasted earlier.
Oh my god, dude! I wouldn't wish that on all my worst enemy.
No, we just drank like one of the most disgusting fucking beers ever. Shout out to Anna.
Figure it out.
Downstairs. She's fantastic. She gave us a free beer, and it was disgusting.
Yeah,
anyways,
terrible. Yeah. So I'm coming at 6-1, hammering my last point. Team LeBron, 5-0, undefeated. What's up? So yeah, I got. So we're gonna go a little more specific this time. We're 6-1. We're gonna take a little bit more of a stab, but I'm going to take Covington over Masvidal by decision this weekend. We got 2 big egos that are going to step in the octagon together. And we got 2 guys that kind of, they got their fights under their belt that are kind of their marquee things, but they got some beef. They got some bad blood. I think they both got some strong chins. So you know what? We're going to see Street Jesus versus Covington. And I don't see either of them going down, but I can see Covington outstriking Masvidal. So take Covington by decision. They're going to go the distance, however you want to bet it, -115 if you go decision.
Bro, I'm going to do everything that Eli says, just like when Jeff Bezos says I shouldn't leave during a tornado. Like, word. I'll die with you. I'll die with you, dog. But, I got to dip into golf, man. Hideki Matsuyama is my fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? He got me 16-1 at Sony Open, and I think he's super live to win this week. And he plus 140 odds to finish in the top 20. Dude, I'm going to eat that like I eat lunch beers, dude. Like, come on, DJ hurt me last week, but that's all right, man. Majors ain't coming. And Nicky Q, I'm going to see you're in pocket. I'm going to see you're in pocket right now. Colin Morikawa, 12-1 to win the Masters. Fuck with me. He's the best iron player in the PGA. You'll see.
Are you done?
Oh, I thought you didn't want me to steal your thing. With that,
Well, no, we have one last thing.
Fuck
on there.
off, Jarrid. No, that's the only thing that makes me feel important on this show.
We got to do
makes
the
you-
artist of the week.
if it makes you feel any better, the
Yeah.
only person that DM'd me was my dad.
And you were gonna cut out Eli. All right.
Don't
No,
do
it was.
that.
I didn't say anything. You said it wasn't
Hey,
done.
you were the
Or-
one who cut it. You
or
went
I
like
was
this.
done.
No, I was talking to Frank.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
telling
Typical
You went like
fucking-
this.
Yeah, bro.
This is an A-B conversation, so see yourself.
Says
out.
like
See where.
Says the guy wearing the fucking hat that wants to get the punter involved early.
You know what though? I
have
will
to
have
cut it
Nicky
and
Q's
add it. We're
back
gonna
on
use
this
this
one
video.
because he looked at me. We made eye contact, and I knew
you're
what he was
a
talking
showbiz.
about because we do it every week.
A fire ignited.
You guys are
dude.
doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
All right,
Every week.
Fucking
We'll clean
Giants
up.
fans, dude.
Do you want to toss it to me, or do you want me to just rip right into it?
Go for it, brother.
Just keep this in. It's too funny. You're not.
Nicky Q, what the fuck was that?
All right.
Artist of the week by Eli.
Yeah, man. That was crazy. So yeah, it's not Mike Stud. It's Mike, just Mike. His album The Highs. It ain't new, but I've listened to it a handful of times in a row, and you probably should do that too. But The Highs, Mike. Yo, what's up with you, Nick? Yo, you so weird.
Mike Stud's pretty cool too. He played baseball, dude.
I'm not weird. You're uncomfortable. Anyways, with that being said, boys, check us out at www.lunchbeerspodcast.com. Check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow Frankie so he can forget to put out bets over the weekend. And
We have a TikTok page with one video.
do we have a TikTok page?
Yes.
Can you
Justin
send?
Tucker hit a 66-yard field goal, motherfuckers. That was like me when Nancy Pelosi was at the State of Union.
All right, I'm drunk. I gotta flight at 4 a.m. So
Good luck.
see you guys.
Love you guys.
Good luck on your bets.